Hello there, I'm Walter from Unlimited, and this is Where Do They Go? And today I'm focusing on where does WWE go with Luke Harper. Now, as we know, Bray Wyatt has just won the WWE title, and as you can tell by my shirt, I likey that. Now, it seems with this past week's SmackDown, like they could be setting up a Wyatt family triple threat at Mania. Now, that could easily land Harper a big spot on the card, or it could easily land Harper a bad spot on the card, and it just depends on how they deal with the aftermath. Because if they do a Wyatt family triple threat for the WWE title at WrestleMania, there is one foregone conclusion, and that is that Luke Harper is not winning it. Now, if he doesn't win it and goes and sinks to the mid-card, bad. But if they do what I suggest and use it to elevate Luke Harper, then good. So here is how you do that. Okay. Fast forward WrestleMania, they go with the Wyatt family triple threat, and 25, 35, hell, 40 minutes of just these three beating the hell out of each other. A classic triple threat match at Mania, akin to the WrestleMania 20 and 30 main events. And as it's going, the last 10 minutes or so, you're thinking, hey, look at this. Look who has all the momentum in this match. Look who is hitting all the big moves right now. Look who is the one standing when the other two are down. Luke Harper. And so we have Randy Orton in the ring, Luke Harper in the ring, Bray Wyatt laying somewhere, and Luke Harper hits a vicious discus clothesline. I say Orton does the flip cell. But then just as Harper is about to capitalize, Wyatt comes up, Sister Abigail, and Wyatt pins Orton 1, 2, 3. Wyatt leaves WrestleMania as WWE Champion, capitalizing on the damage done by Luke Harper. And then the next week, Wyatt comes out, and as Whitey as possible, I have defeated my family. I have overcome those who were once family. And all that, overcoming them, beating them, talking like he did all the work. Then, on the Titantron, Luke Harper, he's like, Bray, I trusted you. I loved you. I would have done anything for you, and you've betrayed me. You've turned your back on me. I was dedicated to you. I worshipped you, and you soiled my chance this past Sunday. And now I'm making it my life's goal to soil your title reign. And so later on in the night, Bray Wyatt is facing Mojo Rawley. And Bray Wyatt looks well on his way to victory until lights go off, they come back on, Luke Harper in the ring, they start to brawl, match is thrown out. And then after they brawl throughout the arena into the backstage area, they come across Daniel Bryan, who's like, enough is enough. You two obviously didn't settle this last night, so let's settle this at the next SmackDown pay-per-view, Extreme Rules, which is rumored to be the next SmackDown pay-per-view after WrestleMania, in a Falls Count Anywhere match. So then they build it over the next few weeks, interfering in each other's matches, attacking each other, just building the whole thing that they cannot keep apart. they are blood rivals. So then Extreme Rules comes, Falls Count Anywhere, and they blow the roof off the place, tear the house down for 20-25 minutes until Luke Harper is going for the discus clothesline. Bray drops down, low blow, rolls Harper up 1, 2, 3. Somewhere on the outside of the ring, because Falls Count Anywhere matches that end in the ring are the stupidest thing on the planet. So then we fast forward a few weeks of TV. Harper is still incensed to get his hands on Wyatt again. So we go to Money in the Bank and put it in a cage. And then when Money in the Bank comes, cage match, Harper, Wyatt, they've still been at each other's throats for the entire time. They've still been clashing for weeks. Like, just make it so nothing was solved at Extreme Rules. Don't make the Falls Count Anywhere match meaningless. Make that a reason why nothing was solved. But then in the cage, they beat each other. They demolish each other. Throwing each other into the cage. Don't make it one of those cage matches where they're incessantly trying to escape. Make it one of the cage matches where both parties are brutalizing each other with the cage. And then, towards the end, Harper hits a discus clothesline, and he walks towards the door. But then, and he's about to walk out, and he gives a glancing look back at Bray. And he knows that's not how he wants to end it. He knows that he wants the ultimate revenge against the man that turned his back on him. So he goes, and he goes to set him up for the sit-out powerbomb, and it's countered into a Sister Abigail, and Bray walks out of the cage. And then, right after that, you go to a shot of Harper in the ring. Just focus on his face. Because Luke Harper can tell incredible stories with his face and his eyes. And just have him have the most incensed, enraged look on his face. And Wyatt's gloating right in front of the ring. And have them start to raise the cage. And as the cage is raised, Harper suicide dives Wyatt, beats the ever-loving piss out of him, and just lays the belt across him and walks back. So then, the next week on SmackDown, Bray Wyatt comes out and he says, "I'm officially done with Luke Harper. I have proved myself superior to who I once called a brother." And then that prompts Luke Harper to come out and say, "If you proved yourself so superior to me, why was it me standing over you at Night's End? And I just come back from Daniel Bryan's office, and he has offered me one last shot, one last opportunity to do what I've set out to do. And at SummerSlam, it is going to be me versus you for the WWE title. Last man standing." But then this prompts Daniel Bryan to come out, and he says, "Oh, but Luke, Bray, I've forgotten to add in something. since you two have sabotaged nearly every SmackDown since WrestleMania, if either of you two lay a hand on each other, there will be consequences. Luke, if you lay a hand on Bray, not only will you lose your WWE title match at SummerSlam, but you will be suspended without pay for 90 days. And that prompts Bray to just laugh. And then he's like, oh no, Bray, don't think you're in the clear. If you lay a hand on Luke, not only are you suspended 90 days without pay, but you're stripped of the WWE Championship. So, for that entire 5-6 week build, they don't touch. They don't do anything. There's no physicality from the Money in the Bank cage match till SummerSlam. And then it just build the tension, build the rivalry even further. Have Eric Rowan come back and have to pick a side. And then go to SummerSlam, main event it, Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt, WWE title, last man standing. And they just murder each other for 25, 35, hell, 45 minutes. Throwing each other around, hitting each other with every object in sight, throwing each other through announce tables, through the barricade, onto concrete, through chairs, trash cans, kendo sticks, get all that involved. In the end spot, outside of the ring, Bray Wyatt has 2 chairs set up, ready to Sister Abigail Luke right through him, knowing that will be the end. And then Luke finds a way to twist his way out, hits a discus clothesline, and then shakes his head, no, and picks Bray up, sit out powerbomb through the 2 chairs, and Luke gets up at 9, and Bray stays down, your winner and new WWE champion, Luke Harper. Then the next week on SmackDown, you have Bray Wyatt come to the ring, call Luke Harper to the ring, call Eric Rowan to the ring. And he goes, you two have proved yourselves. Eric, you proved yourself. You have conviction in decision. Luke, you've proved yourself that you can make it on your own. And just mid-sentence, who comes out? Sanity. But that's a story for another time. I've been Walter from Unlimited. This has been Where Do They Go? I will see you next time.